Most serial killers don't make any effort to involve the media or investigators. They're very secretive. They don't want attention. They almost want their crimes to go unnoticed. But the idea of committing a crime and then calling up the police and bragging about it, that's a whole nother level of terror.
A man who wore a medieval-style executioner's hood.
Who has baffled the police and baffled the media.
He seems to crave publicity. He sent letters and cryptograms to newspapers and the police.
Subject stated, I want to report a murder. No, a double murder. I did it.
Here we are, 50 years after the first Zodiac killing. In today's world of forensics, old cases are being solved. Who doesn't want to know how it turns out?
From the creators of Atlanta Monster comes Season 2. This is Monster, the Zodiac Killer. Listen and subscribe at Apple Podcasts or on the iHeartRadio app.
Open your hearts and loosen your butts. It's time for Couples Therapy.
Yeah, this podcast is Andy and Naomi's, where they can both laugh and hang with all their homies, talking excellent vacationing with brunches and cuddling, to messy situationships and conscious and coupling, from Netflix hookups to single them with some Hulu, text, sex, regrets, or feeling on your new jubu. They gon' talk about it, yeah, you are invited, needing therapy, I guarantee, baby, we got it.
It's couples therapy.
Welcome to Couples Therapy. My name is Andy.
And I'm Naomi.
We are lovers. We are comedians. We are engaged. And we're here to bring you a comedy podcast.
Okay, you know them dramatic pauses be messing me up.
Sorry.
Get to it, sister girl.
Sorry, my dear. I was trying to, I don't want to keep saying the same thing every single episode, so I was trying to mix it up. I was trying to add a little variety, much like our relationship. I was trying to add a little variety into this podcast intro. But on this show, guys, we take the best sets from our live show, Couples Therapy, where we have stand-ups that are couples and lovers and best friends and siblings, and they do sets together about their relationship. And we bring them to you, the listener, to your ears, straight to your brain's door.
Hot and fresh out the, oh no, we're not into him anymore.
What?
I was going to quote R. Kelly, and then I was like, wait, I forgot. He the worst.
I thought you were quoting Papa John.
He's the worst. Anyway.
Hey, by the way, he's the worst. The spinoff of You're the Worst coming soon to FX. We have now, we're 8 episodes in, and we have a lot of ad reads we have to do now on the show. So he's the worst, new spinoff from You're the Worst. Catch it this fall.
Oh, so you're doing fake ad reads.
If you think they're fake.
I'm not understanding this bit. Sometimes, guys, Andy will do bits, and I don't know bits are happening. And because I just implicitly trust him, I'll assume he's just telling me facts.
But that is, look, I was raised with a tamping down the emotions. In fact, how's this? I just want to put this out there. I love my parents deeply. Love them. I got to have that as the base of this.
Right.
I hadn't talked to them in like a couple of weeks. So I called them the other day and I was like, oh, hey, how you guys doing? You guys were on a cruise. They went on a cruise. They love cruises.
They stay cruising.
Cruising.
They were in Italy. They were living their best life. So that's a talking point.
Yes. Like Central Park in the 80s. They love cruising.
He should have been
I'm using that correctly, right?
Right? Go on.
So I was like, hey, I wanted to see how it was, how the buffet was on the ship. And my dad's like, oh, everything's good. By the way, we told you your mom was going in for rotator cuff surgery, right? I go, what? No. He's like, oh, yeah, well, she had it. It's fine. I'm like, what? And this to me, this typifies my parents. This everything tamped down. Don't want to they didn't not tell me because they are keeping things from me, but they didn't want to upset me.
Right.
That's
we don't want to
why.
worry you.
Don't want to worry you.
Oh,
and
my God.
That's how I was raised. Never, I was raised basically like, you don't ask people questions because you don't. What if you accidentally ask them a question and it upsets them?
Yeah, I know. Like, I had to legit break you down. Listener, dear friend.
Listener.
I had to, like, when Andy and I were first dating.
Sweet listener.
when Andy and I were first dating, I'd be like, I realized, I was like, I don't know if you like me. It feels like I ask about you and you don't ask me anything about my life. Like, my background or upbringing or those kind of questions when, you're first seeing somebody and you're like into them and you're like, tell me everything. And you weren't doing that. And then it was like, because you were like afraid to ask something that might be bad.
Yeah, I was raised as a trigger warning. I was blanketed in trigger warnings.
It was like, don't
ask anything. Ask about the weather. Ask about food preferences. In fact, he might walk into a food allergy or a intolerant lactose bit. You don't want to do any of that stuff. Just stick to the weather, and only if it's sunny out.
Human interaction sucks. If those are your parameters, you got nothing.
Why do you think it took so long for me to become a full human, Naomi?
Oh, God. Even when they're good people, like, parents always do a number on you, whether they're good or bad, right? Like, because it's like, your parents are cool. You know what I mean? Like, they're nice, they're supportive, they're chill, they don't tell you you're a failure, they don't judge you.
To my face.
That's the gist of it. I mean, they're going to talk about you to somebody, but if they at least keep it to themselves, it's like, thanks for letting me live.
Curious what gets said at the Oneg Shabbat after Friday night services.
I love all those cakes.
By the way, Head & Shoulders Lice Shampoo. Don't get bitter. Remove those critters.
Okay, I get the bit now.
What bit? These are real ads. I don't know what you're talking about, Naomi.
You are dumb.
Hey, look, talk to the ad salespeople here at How Stuff Works, Naomi. Don't say I'm dumb.
Why don't we get into our first set? What do you think?
How about this? Speaking of not dumb, our first set, favorites of ours. I believe we can say that.
Yes.
In all sincerity.
It was amazing. I definitely, as we're here in LA doing our show here for the last year, we're trying to find the comics. I feel like the early shows, we were just asking people who we had known from New York, and now we're stepping out and reaching out, and we are finding these people, not just are funny, because I mean, of course, that that we assume, but then people who we just like, and the way their brains work and what they choose to bring on stage are like, oh my God, I have such friend crushes on these next two. You guys, this first set is from Erin Gibson and Brian Safi, okay? You may know them as the co-hosts of the popular podcast Throwing Shade. They're also comedians, actors, and writers. Erin also recently wrote the book Feminasty, The Complicated Woman's Guide to Surviving the Patriarchy Without Drinking Herself to Death. I hear that, girl. That book is going to come out later this year, so check on that. And Brian has appeared on many television shows, including Modern Family, Superstore, and Young and Hungry. He's written for Funny or Die, and he's written for The Ellen DeGeneres Show. And guys, if you want to see them live, you can see Erin and Brian doing Throwing Shade all over the country this fall. So look that up and live, work, pose. Okay, y'all, give it up for Erin and Brian.
Roll it.
Not work out the way we wanted it to. Hi, everybody. Hi.
I will never know how to shake hands with a straight guy, and I know that that's whatever heterophobic I could give a fuck. I will never understand how to do it.
Let me explain. This is the text I got from Brian before the show. 5:33 today. By the way, I'm going to look crazy tonight. I'm coming from Jim's 50th birthday, and the theme is Garden Party 2018, which is also
That's
the party.
not the theme. You should read that again. What was the theme?
The theme is Garden Party 2118.
Yeah, that's right.
What did I say?
2018. The theme was Garden Party 2118.
Future Garden Party.
Yeah, which, like, honestly, I'm not a homophobic person, but that puts it over the line for me. That does make me think, like, we've taken it too far. Take back the rights. This is not working out. I understand why people are pissed.
But let me ask you, who on this stage looks crazy? Is it Brian in a 1980s Tina Turner shirt?
I changed, but yes.
Or is it me in fucking Dallas-style alcoholic blush?
Yes.
Rat's nest hair. And my normal clothes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Futuristic yacht widow.
Yes, thank you. My husband's dead, and I've got the 401k to prove it.
My favorite game to play with myself or others. I'm a solitary person. The middle child's going extinct, apparently. This is an article that just came out. Who cares?
Dinosaurs.
Doesn't matter. But yeah, they're going extinct. Also, did you read about Joe Jackson and Michael today? It was so sad. So.
Oh, if you didn't allow us to tell you, Joe Jackson.
It will be the low point of this
Get ready.
show.
Let's go there.
It's so sad. It just came out that Joe Jackson had Michael. Are we going to say that?
Yes, he got chemically castrated. Are you ready to laugh?
Chemically castrated Michael so that his voice wouldn't change. That just came out today.
Yeah.
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 He couldn't beat cancer, but he could beat those kids.
We're just going to read you the internet tonight.
You guys, it's really sad. It was the saddest thing I heard today. I don't know why I'm mentioning it. Oh, the point of all this was something fun. So, I love playing a game, speaking of text, and you should do this. You can even do it now. But the last text you sent is the name of your autobiography. And I checked before I came, the last one I sent was, love that. The Brian Safi story. Love that.
If you don't know us, we are, as you guys mentioned, we're the hosts of Throwing Shade. We started going on. We host a podcast. It was a TV show. It's not a TV show anymore.
It got canceled.
But
another text I just sent was cool.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Okay, so funny. So we started going on tour 5 years ago.
Oh God, at least it was when Eisenhower was president. Whenever that was.
5 years ago.
Remember Mamie Eisenhower? No legacy. No legacy. She doesn't have one.
Well, she's a wife, and isn't that important?
It sure is.
So we started touring 5 years ago, and we had so we went to Philly. It was our first live date.
Isn't that crazy that our first live show, we were like, where should we go in America?
Philly. And so we were staying at a there because they're gay friendly. Bring your dogs, everybody.
Honey, when I walk in I walk in with my baubles, my jewels, my gold, my silver. I go in with Nancy Kerrigan's medals all on me. Fine, it's like mid-range, but like to me, I like to pretend I'm richer than I am. And in this, I just am getting a divorce right now. That's true. And my husband left me. It's fine. She's divorced too, but my husband just left me. And I called him my boyfriend earlier to Naomi, which is a lie because he's at least my ex-boyfriend, if not my ex-husband soon to be. The point is, my second marriage will be for money. Go ahead. Sorry.
Hard left. Okay, so we were at the and we were sleeping in beautiful twin full beds. And
hold on.
Beautiful.
We were not sleeping in twin beds.
Sorry.
What hotel?
2 full beds next to each other, but we
Isn't that
pushed
nice?
them together because fun. No.
Yeah.
So we're up the next morning. We're like, oh my God, can you believe it? We're touring now. Isn't this fun?
We went to one city and we were like, life on the road.
We love it.
Fucking rough.
So Brian takes his duvet cover, and tosses it off, like a
person waking up.
And we're talking. And then I realize there's something on the inside of his duvet cover. The thing that he's been sleeping with his body next to all night.
That's right. And I sleep. You want to know what's crazy? Ever since my husband left me, I've noticed that I walk around with fewer clothes in the place than I did when he was there.
Isn't that funny?
Anyway, so I threw the covers back and I was like, Marie Antoinette, here I come, or whatever. I felt
That's
glorious.
what I was looking for
That's
when I
right.
was struggling earlier, yeah.
So Aaron was like, there's something on your duvet cover. And I was like, first of all, that's the title of a memoir. There's something on your duvet cover. The Brian Safi story. A Perry Mason mystery.
Exhibit A, the duvet.
That's right. That's good.
Thank you.
Do you know on the Mystery Channel they're replaying Perry Mason, but they have to edit it for
If you
time?
think we're finishing the story, you're
Sorry.
fucking wrong. You're wrong, and you're wrong.
On the Mystery Channel, they're replaying Perry Mason, but they're re-editing it to be half an hour, so they're taking out most of the mystery. So by the end of it, you're like, I don't even know what happened. Do you guys watch Andy Griffith? Okay, so
Don't worry, there's an AARP discount tonight, everybody.
Right. My boyfriend before me was an addict and he dumped me, which was sobering.
So crazy. So he pulls back the duvet cover
And
after the Perry Mason, after the Matlock.
There are two distinct
Stains.
colors.
Perfectly round.
Perfectly round. Like silver dollar
Perfect.
JFK Jackie Kennedy. That's a legacy.
Tiny
She said they're killing
pancakes.
Kennedys and she was running from the cameras. So, because that's after Bobby died too. So, they...
It's like the History Channel was brought to life by a wizard and told you all the facts you already knew
True.
and the facts you sort of don't care about.
No, Jackie said I'm going right down the tarmac after he was shot. You're not hiding me. Everyone see. I want the country to see what they did. And then my brother interned for the law firm that guy ran. The guy who was responsible for him. Doesn't matter. Anyway.
What's funny about Jackie going down the tarmac with blood on her suit is that you are covered in glitter.
I am.
And I feel like it's,
That's why I'm
similar.
saying gays go back in the closet. It's too much now. So.
Okay, two perfectly round stains.
Perfectly
a
round.
Blood stain and a shit stain.
Like a figure 8. Like two, like Max Fleischer eyeballs. Like Betty Boop looking around. Except like with a brown eye and a red eye. Like David Bowie.
David Bowie, yeah. So I'm outraged. And Brian's like, we're both like, oh my God, this is insane.
And I'm like, honey, I've been inside a butt. I've seen worse.
I'm telling you. That's how Brian rides a pony, backwards.
That's right.
So I'm like, I love a fucking fight, and
Erin-
I love a fight with the corporation.
Erin sees a problem. And she thinks, how can I benefit from this literal shit?
We're gonna squeeze every last dime out of these
That's
motherfuckers.
Right. I was like, what do we do? Like, what should we do? What, it's so disgusting, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I'm talking, clutch, to the manager.
So I go downstairs, and we're checking out, and I go, hey, listen, we have a problem, and I get it, mistakes happen. People make mistakes. But my friend here slept under a duvet with blood and shit on it. And I waited for a solution. And the guy was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Next time you come to Philadelphia, give me a call. We'll make it right. And I was like, okay. Good day, sir. And then I hopped right on the motherfucking internet. I wrote a very stern letter and threatened to tell all of our listeners.
And by the way, she created a new identity for this letter named Audrey, that she was our assistant.
That's
she
my
was like,
sister's name.
Yeah. She was like, these two are chock-a-block constantly. They have no time to put up with anything in the world. Meetings to Starbucks, everything.
Philadelphia! We go to Philadelphia for God's sake.
They know hundreds of people. You have got to right this wrong. Love Audrey. And by the way, she even had a fake picture of, so that in the email it would pop up. Basically a real estate agent being like. It was shocking and sociopathic.
So many lies!
Yeah.
That being said, Brian and I currently enjoy a hefty discount at Hotel.
They sponsor our
Lifetime.
They do. Because we basically were like, listen, do you want the shit to hit the fan? And by that we mean air on our podcast.
Listened to by people in Australia?
Yeah. Would you like to give us 2 queen beds in different rooms so we don't have to put up with this shit again? Isn't that so funny? Back in the day at the Berkshires or whatever, or the
Catskills?
You would just do puns and people would love it.
They love it.
I could have told that story and just made shit jokes the rest of the night and people would have loved it.
Loved it. Oh,
Another
50s.
autobiography would be The Hidden Hills. Okay, so...
Were you texting the police?
My friend Jessica went to a place, she was like, you're not going to believe where I am, The Hidden Hills. And I'm like, I don't believe it because I've never heard of it. Okay, so Erin and I stay in separate rooms now, which
Because of the discount?
Because of the discount, we're able to afford a life of independence. And,
Yes.
and isn't that funny, the Declaration of Independence right in Philadelphia. Okay, we were going to tell 3 stories. We only had time for 1.
I wonder why that was.
I blame it on you. You know what you should do, guys? I'm really worried about the Supreme Court justice. Thank you so much. Google the Joe and Michael story, and you can listen to us every Thursday on Throwing Shade. Throwing Shade. Yeah.
Thank you so much and happy summer.
What's up, guys? We wanted to take a minute and talk to you about Warby Parker Eyewear. Andy and I both wear glasses. In fact, we have the same prescription. Isn't that so romantic?
It's going to be in our vows. And over the years, we probably spent thousands of dollars on glasses, and we're sick of it.
Which is why we love Warby Parker. They know a pair of glasses shouldn't cost as much as a damn iPhone.
Yeah, Warby Parker's glasses start at just $95, which includes frames, lenses, and anti-glare and anti-scratch coatings. And for every pair you buy, they distribute a pair to someone in need. So when you take care of your eyes, you help someone else take care of theirs.
Get your life! As lifelong glasses wearers, Andy and I know they're an extension of your personality. I mean, they're the first things people see when they look at your face. And with Warby Parker's free home try-on program, you get 5 frames sent to your door to test out. Or if you're me, obsess over.
I tried on some frames when we had friends over, and I was faced with some really hard truths about my face shape that I was glad took place in the comfort of my home. And when I figured out which frames best obscured my hideous visage, all I had to do was order them online. It was easier than making a pasta dinner with all the trimmings.
And by trimmings, he means sauce. Mm-hmm. Head to warbyparker.com/couples to order your free home try-ons today. And when you're done, send them back in the prepaid return label. That's warbyparker.com/couples. And if you want everyone to weigh in on your new specs and find the right frames for you, download the Warby Parker app in the iTunes store. Welcome back, you guys. Did you love Aaron and Brian?
I love them, and I think I identify most with Brian because I think my brain works like his brain.
Yeah, definitely.
Where a lot of like whatever just pops into your cerebral cortex just goes straight into your mouth.
I also love, it's not just whatever pops in, but it's like something you're excited about. It's always like, ooh, this. And it's just like, cool.
Speaking of which, another ad read, of course, Lunchables. Oops, all crackers. At your local supermarket.
Oops, all crackers.
Honestly, it just sounds like a box of crackers to me in a Lunchables. But, you know, hey, if that's what you're into. Hey, that's your dating life, Naomi. Oops, all crackers.
Oh, bitch. You need to be on the podcast Throwing Shade because you are coming for me today. I can't take it. You want to tee up the next set? Which I believe is us?
It is us. It's from our June show. Now, you know, we're here in Los Angeles. We've been trying to stay positive, trying to go out a lot. And this upcoming set that we're going to play for you in moments from now, I'm just getting the anticipation. just whetting their appetite, is about how we tend to be in social situations. We're very different in these situations. And you know what? Some comedic things happen. So why don't you listen to that? All right, folks, roll it.
I almost fell down the stairs before the show started. So I've got all this like weird adrenaline and like I know what it's like to have been in combat. # Memorial Day.
Yeah. Andy was truly shaken to his core, and I keep being like, you're alive. You're here now. Like, find your feet, you know? You want to really find your feet in those moments.
Woo!
Get grounded. You want to talk about us?
Yes, I thought, so to get the ball rolling,
Yeah.
we could talk about ourselves, kind of get you, lower you emotionally into the pool.
Oh, okay,
to get you
slow dip.
to get you used to it, to what you'll see. Get your butts loosened, as we said. Get your hearts open.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought we could talk about. I find us to be deep opposites. We're in love.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Cool. Just make.
No, we're opposites, but yes, we're in love.
Yes,
but
I was making sure.
Yes,
I just wanted
we're
to confirm that in front of everyone. But we're truly opposites, and as they say, opposites attract.
Yes, I'm Paula Abdul,
and I'm MC Scat Cat. Except without the fly dance moves and cool fur.
Cool fur, he says. He's not real. He's a drawing.
But he's got drawn cool fur. It could have been ratty. It could have been full of like
That's true.
gum and tangles.
Gum and tangles.
Imagine MC Scat Cat busting out there and he just looks like a mangy little stray. Anyway. And what I want to particularly talk about, though, is how we are different when it comes to going out of the house, going to social events.
Oh my God, it's not. It's so, again, because we're still relatively new to LA, so it is, we're still, once you settle into a relationship, you just fucking sit side by side and scroll through your phones. You know what I mean? Like, that's what love is. But now we're in a new place, and it's like, let's get out there. But I still don't want to do it. The difference is, like, when it comes to socializing, we just have different, like, Andy, when it comes to going out, if he gets an invitation, he's very like, yes and, And I am very like, girl, bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't having it. I'm not here to make friends. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I feel about most interactions.
Well, here's the thing. It comes from when I was in the dating world.
Oh, don't speak of it. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Because I dated before there were apps. I really dated, like, the end of my dating life was coincided with like when OkCupid came around, right? So to go out, there was always hope. There was always the promise that you're going to meet someone who also liked Guided by Voices or British humor, or someone who was going to do the emotional work for both of you.
Okay.
This was before I was in therapy.
So that's why it's like that feeling. But see, I remember that shit too. Back when you're single and you go out, and you're like, tonight's gonna be different. You know what I mean? The fucking hope, thinking some shit gonna happen.
Yeah. And it never
happens.
Always the same. You always meet the same boring people.
But you would be like, let's get out there, let's get into it. And whereas like, I don't know, going out is so draining. Don't you feel drained when you have to interact with more than one person at a time? Like, I'm here for coffee. One-on-one, bitch, let's get into it. We can openly sob over a mocha. But, like, when it becomes a group thing, it's just too much. It's like to go out, it's like, one, I gotta put on a damn bra. You know what I'm saying? Give my face like a basic beat, because it's LA, so it's got to have something on it. And then I gotta pretend to care about a fucking farmer's market. And it's like, that's too much.
I can just go out looking vaguely human, and people are like, oh, he really tried.
It's true. All you need is a goddamn band t-shirt and some jeans. You got complimented on your shoes just today. That's a regular ass shoe. You ain't gotta do much.
I put an insole in them. That's something. Yeah. So I have this vestigial hope.
Vestigial hope.
Like
yes,
my tail that I had cut off when I was born.
Oh wow.
And I tried. It didn't work.
Not true.
But what that hope does is whenever we're invited to something that is just like full of red flags, right? You get invited to an event and you're like, oh, this is not going to be good. Just covered in red flags.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Christo artwork. If anyone.
I'm not familiar.
Here's the thing. I wrote that in my notebook earlier, and I'm like, I don't know if anyone's gonna get this, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
I know.
When you're done here, go look up Christo, and you'll be like, oh, that was very clever.
Okay, yeah. I love jokes that involve homework, boo. I love a homework bit. One of those where people tweet you later, and I'm like, I'm into it. Yeah.
Or I'm handing out like a thing of endnotes where they're like, oh, that was what that was a reference to, right? At the end. But when we get invited to that, I'm just like, oh, this will be good. This will be fun. Maybe they'll have some fun apps there or something like that.
And then we go and that shit's crazy and I'm livid. That's basically what happens, right? Like we went to a small like dinner party and it was one of those things where we didn't really know anybody, but we were like, let's try it. But the whole time I was just like, so help me, putting on eyeliner, being like, this is gonna end me. You know what I mean? I like had no hope. And you were like, we'll find friends.
Yeah, no, okay. It was not a positive thing, but I thought it might be. I thought it could. Again, it's that hope that's like powers me, like the Iron Man thing.
Yeah, but the difference.
That's a common reference, Iron Man.
No, I got that. I'm familiar with this fuel source. But like the thing is though, you like to go, but then the way you are when we get to the party, is like
Let's describe the party. It was a friend of ours lives in a room on the estate of an old Hollywood lady.
And it was like fancy and cool, but then we didn't really like know.
We didn't know anyone there.
Yeah.
And the people, it was like just a weird assemblage of people, like a magician and a guy who imports welding equipment from Taiwan and a famous junkie and Elon Musk's wet nurse. Like it was just
an
like
array.
like a real life version of the movie Clue. Just
Right.
bunch of weirdos.
And as far as I was concerned, everybody did it. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's Clue, I'm like, you all guilty, bitch. That's how I treat the social interaction.
And no one there was into Guided by Voices, so I shut down immediately.
Like that's the thing. He'll be like, let's go. But then if it doesn't happen for him, he'll just like go in a fucking corner and start eating cheese cubes. And then I'm left doing the heavy lifting. That's not fair.
I agree. I am on your side.
And now the fight has been diffused. Do you see what we did there?
I was wrong. The thing is, especially being here, we're kind of new to LA. If we didn't go and accept every invitation that we got, I would just be sitting in the office typing on my keyboard 24/7.
Great.
That's not great. In my mind, you're gonna open the door one day and there's just gonna be like a cobweb skeleton sitting at the keyboard.
Because I was trying to give you space.
Yeah.
And then I just forget you haven't eaten in 4 days. Maybe, I don't know. It's like, I like to leave the house like every couple days just to remember what words are. You know what I mean? I don't need to go too much, just every now and then to keep me fresh.
You know, in the end, we actually are kind of similar then, right? I don't actually want to go. It's just to force me to leave the chair.
Oh, God, it's like the way you fucking force us to eat vegetables. He's always trying to fit a vegetable in a goddamn meal, and I'm like, why?
But that's why I like going to these places. They'll have apps that I would not put in our house. Potato puffs, mozzarella sticks, cheese cubes, non-fried.
You just want cheese and dough.
Yeah.
In some sort of combination.
Yes, and I don't allow myself to have that in the house.
Right. So if you have that somewhere else, I mean, then what you're saying really is that we agree. We don't we don't want to go. We're equally forcing ourselves to go.
We're both MC Scat Cats.
Okay, I'm into that. We're just two scat cats in love.
Just scatting around, bebopping, not the other scat.
Okay, cool. It's like fun to learn every day with your lover. You know what I mean? To pick up something new every time.
We truly are black excellence and white weirdness together.
Oh, I love when you say black excellence, and I love when you say girl. Those are my two favorite things. That's how I know I'm in charge. Thank you guys so much, and good night.
Bye.
Thank you to the Virgil. What's up, guys? We wanted to take a minute and talk to you about Warby Parker Eyewear. Andy and I both wear glasses. In fact, we have the same prescription. Isn't that so romantic?
It's going to be in our vows. And over the years, we probably spent thousands of dollars on glasses, and we're sick of it.
Which is why we love Warby Parker. They know a pair of glasses shouldn't cost as much as a damn iPhone.
Yeah, Warby Parker's glasses start at just $95, which includes frames, lenses, and anti-glare and anti-scratch coatings. And for every pair you buy, they distribute a pair to someone in need. So when you take care of your eyes, you help someone else take care of theirs.
Get your life! As lifelong glasses wearers, Andy and I know they're an extension of your personality. I mean, they're the first things people see when they look at your face. And with Warby Parker's free home try-on program, you get 5 frames sent to your door to test out. Or if you're me, obsess over.
I tried on some frames when we had friends over, and I was faced with some really hard truths about my face shape that I was glad took place in the comfort of my home. And when I figured out which frames best obscured my hideous visage, all I had to do was order them online. It was easier than making a pasta dinner with all the trimmings.
And by trimmings, he means sauce. Mm-hmm. Head to warbyparker.com/couples to order your free home try-ons today. And when you're done, send them back in the prepaid return label. That's warbyparker.com/couples. And if you want everyone to weigh in on your new specs and find the right frames for you, download the Warby Parker app in the iTunes store. Welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back, baby girls.
Let's forget all about the commercials. JK, but seriously, can we also remember our set that we just did? And you have to tell me, this is why I'm not going out and doing new stuff, okay? No more trying new things, meeting new people, having different interactions, because it just backfires, Andrew.
Backfires? I think it works very well for us, Naomi. We get hors d'oeuvres. And full stop.
Yep.
We get hors d'oeuvres.
You got hors d'oeuvres.
We got hors d'oeuvres.
You stop at the finger foods. Oh my God. Well, again, that's why we do the show. That's gonna be the way we meet people and make friends. Just booking the live show. You reach out to someone. You get their email address, which is how most great friendships start, and then you just go from there. I think, wouldn't you say?
I am scared to reach out to people who I like. I think you less. I think you less than me. You will reach out and be like, "Hey, we should get lunch." I've done it a handful of times because there's also this thing in Los Angeles that is like there's this kind of disingenuous like, "Oh, we should hang out," that a lot of people do. Whenever I say that, I'm genuine about it. If I don't want to hang out with you, I will not suggest that we hang out. I will end our conversation and be like, "All right, see ya."
Oh, really?
We out. Yes.
Oh,
I don't need to.
Okay.
I don't need the fake, "Oh, let's hang out sometime. Let's get lunch sometime." Because when you say that to me, I go, "Great, give me your number." And then I text you and I'm like, "Great, when are you free?"
Yeah.
So you hear that, Los Angeles? You hear that, everyone out there? You come at me with you come at me
You come at me
with "we should hang out sometime." I am going to come back at you with some calendar squares. You are going to get a GCal invite to a lunch at Mohawk Bend where we are going to split a Caesar salad and I'm going to get an Impossible Burger.
Okay, you can't be splitting salads on first lunch dates. Okay, no splitting sals. Okay, that is a later on in a friendship
2
moment.
plates, 1 sal.
Okay, guys, I'm going to bring you our next set, okay? These two comics, they are newer comics, new friends of ours, and they were super funny, and we're so glad to have them on the show. They are dear friends Matt Viola and Anthony Deo. Matt Viola is a comedian and actor who performs at festivals around the country and recently appeared in the films Normal and Beautiful Mess. Anthony Deo is a comedian who also created Game On, a monthly video game tournament in Los Angeles. Did you know that? That's fun. Okay, you guys, give it up. Get ready. I'm so excited. I was so happy to have Mav on the show, and she was like, "I'll bring my friend Anthony." And so we really got to watch a friendship unfold. All right, guys, give it up for Mav and Anthony.
Roll it.
Oh, you trying to dance with me? Mav is freaky like that.
I'm freaky like that.
She's freaky like that.
Hi, guys.
What's up?
This is an awesome show.
Damn.
This is so great. We're glad to be here. This is my bestie.
Definitely besties.
Don't get it wrong. We're not together.
I smell mad garnishes in here.
I smell
mad
mint.
lemon and lime wedges in the smell.
I smell a little parsley.
Smell that?
Someone maybe had some shrimp for dinner.
There's shrimp in here? They don't serve shrimp in here, do they?
No, they had it for dinner before they came here.
What's up?
So Deo and I, we met in a restaurant. Snooze.
We did.
I mean, we met in a restaurant.
We did. And this is like my homeboy that I'm really cool with. And I'm really cool with it, like, because he got like a pussy and shit, you know what I mean? And I learned a lot from him, you know what I mean?
What you learned from me?
How to finger, like, how to like this.
Right.
Like, Matt be like, "Yo, Deo, sometimes you ain't gotta use the dick," you know what I mean?
You ain't gotta use it. In fact, most times you don't need to use it. In fact, you never, if you fucking with a woman, never need to use it. Never need to use it. Don't use
so
it.
Much.
I'm looking right at you all. Where are my straight men? We have any straight men here, straight identified? Yeah. Yeah. That's how they always answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm straight.
Yeah. Yeah. Put your dick away.
We hit it. Put it away, bro.
Put it away now.
Conserve some of that energy.
Yeah.
That's what I learned.
What else I teach you? You know where it is now?
Yeah, you know, honestly, I didn't know where it was at. Let's be real. I didn't know where it was at. But I mean, like, it's a lot of things that I mean, like, I'm now learning because of Matt. I'm like, okay, I need to be patient. Like, you know what I mean? I was very like, you know, I was right at it. You know what I mean? Got to build up, right?
Yeah, you got to talk to it. You got to whisper at it. You know, a little.
That one-on-one.
Blow on it. You can blow on it. You can literally whisper on it.
That shit be working.
That shit be working. That shit works.
I be blowing on it. I be blowing on it. Actually, one time, like, I used a Halls.
Use the Halls?
Yeah, that
get
vapor
it
action.
numb it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because then you could go hard.
I was like, all right. She was like, you blow on it, but I was like, I'm gonna take it a step further.
Damn, we
and
learning.
Like,
we just learning. It's cyclical.
get that vapor action.
Damn. A Halls, man.
Mav always tell me that she wanna have like my baby and shit, like low key.
Yeah. Look at him.
Right.
Well, first of all, I thought he was gay when I met him.
She did.
I was like, "Pfft, baby daddy, he's gay, he's gorgeous, he's black,
Right.
done. It's a wrap.
Right. But I'm straight. And I'm like, low key, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about like having a baby without the sex though. Like, I feel like,
You trying to fuck? You trying to fuck with me
I mean, I,
like that?
you know, I'm in a cosplay. I put a little wig on you, like a little blue wig.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have a womb, so I had a hysterectomy. So I'm good.
Hey,
I'm good.
that
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
That's fact.
But I do want him to be my baby daddy.
That's fact.
Like I throw him out there with my partner all the time. Like when we're talking about it. She strictly wants a donor from a bank, and I'm like, yeah, but what about Deo?
Right.
And it's not that she doesn't like you.
smart.
She loves him. She knows that's my man. You know.
Right. I'm smart
But-
too. I be reading. I be reading.
Yeah, you read.
I do. I be reading.
Yeah. You take direction well.
I do. Like,
you know.
it's gonna be a smart baby. Like,
It's gonna be a good
good
baby.
genes.
You think you can
You know I'm
father a baby?
fast.
I know you're fast.
I be moving.
No, that's not true. That's actually only when you need to, because this is how he walks
I be walking slow as shit, but I be-
everywhere. Like I texted you, we were parking.
Sure.
You don't. It took all that time to walk. I was like, Dale, pick it up. They're starting the show. He's like, oh, okay.
You gotta conserve that energy. You gotta conserve that energy.
And all of his energy goes into lifting the like popping the knee, but he's not
No.
getting anywhere. It's like
I be taking mad Zumba classes. You know I be taking Zumba classes. People be sleeping on Zumba like that shit ain't real.
he does Zumba at the LA Fitness on El Centro in Hollywood.
Yo, come through. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Catch me. My hips be moving. My hips be loose.
He does too.
My hips be loose.
That's why
as
I thought
shit.
you were gay. The second I saw him on a dance floor, he had the shoulders and the hips at
Yeah, I
the
do be
same
moving them
time. I
shoulders.
said,
I do
fuck
be moving
with
them
that.
shoulders. That should be right. They be loving me. That goes with my halls.
yeah, that's true.
The
I'm
foreplay.
not mad at that. I think straight men in here need to be taking notes from the gay man.
Take some
right here.
notes.
The halls, we got the halls, we
The
got
halls.
the whisper.
You gotta whisper. You gotta talk to you.
How do you feel about if you real talk? How
Real
would
talk.
you feel about being the father of a baby raised by two dykes?
I'm cool long as I don't have nothing to do with the baby. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
Like you want me to have the baby sign an NDA?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
But I kind of want my baby to know that you're the biological father, because like you're dope.
That's cool. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
You just
because then I feel like he gonna want me to do some like father shit, and I'm like, nah.
like what? Pay for shit?
Yeah.
I knew it was about the money.
Like, nah, I'm good.
I'm not gonna make you pay for anything.
Yeah, I'm like, I sold you already. Like, why are you still trying to? You're sold, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
But like, how cute would our baby be?
It'd be a very
like,
cute
no
baby.
joke.
And I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from that. I'm just like, yo, I don't want to like take care of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like, we'll sign a prenup. I'll sign a prenup with you.
I mean, that's what we have to do.
Yeah, sure. That's a marriage thing though, right? That's not a. I don't know.
See, I read. See what I mean?
I think we
I
could
knew
do a
that was-
prenup situation for this though. Like you can't have, like as the baby daddy, you can't take child support from me.
Fuck nothing.
If I
don't
come into
even
it.
see now. You scaring me. You say them 2 words is the scariest shit. Now I don't want. I'm thinking. Now I'm second guessing it.
Well, we're both terrified because we both have kids.
We do.
We both have kids. We don't look. What? I heard a what from the back. Like, what? Who the fuck had kids with these two?
Yes.
Mine's a step kid. I have a step kid.
Right, Otis.
Actually, it's Sophie now.
Right.
You got to get that right, man.
I know.
You got to get that right.
Otis changed on us.
Otis done changed on us, y'all.
I feel like low key, it's not your fault.
No, but everybody's blaming me.
It's your fault. Like you come in this kid life and now she's like, I want to be free. Like fucking 4 years old.
It's kind of true. Like I can't argue with that. That's kind of true. I have a 5-year-old, and the second I came in that 5-year-old's life, Otis, was like, wait a second. I think I'm just like you. I'm a girl. And now everybody's fucking pointing the finger at me. Like, you did this to my child. You know, well, not my partner, but everybody else, including you.
I mean, like, low-key, I felt like
Tell me what you think.
that little white baby did have a black-ass name, Otis. So I was kind of cool with it changing his name to Sophie.
Yeah. You didn't like that? That's not cool?
Otis was, I mean, it just didn't fit.
Yeah.
It just didn't fit.
Sophie, what do you feel like Sophie fits better?
Sophie, it still doesn't fit. But I mean, you know.
Sophie's fierce though, y'all.
It is
Sophie
very fierce,
is fierce. You know she's fierce.
She is.
You gotta trust a kid who comes out and is like, I'm not actually Otis, I'm Sophie. Like, from the jump, knew she was Sophie.
You got it, like, I celebrate that shit.
Right?
I do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She didn't even front. I wasn't like, oh, well, what's your name? Let's pick a good one. Let's Google it, you know? Like, what's your favorite letter? We'll start there.
Right.
You know? No, she legit was like, you know how you are like a boy in a girl body? Well, that's how I am, and my name is Sophie.
Right.
I was like,
Know that
damn.
shit. Know that shit.
You don't argue with that
Don't
shit.
fuck with Sophie.
Like, that's not a name you just heard
Sophie's
around.
right. Sophie still be doing boy shit though.
But what is boy shit? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
there's
true,
a WNBA. Like, just because she can ball.
She be balling hard though.
She's legit, you guys. Like Kate, like I call her Baby Kate because she's Caitlyn Jenner all the way.
Okay, she definitely
Like
Bruce.
all the way.
She got a little
Like,
Bruce in her.
She got a little little spruce.
Hold on, what happened? You just went to the ball. Hold on, time out. Hold on, you got some shit.
What?
Hold on, you was just at the like basketball.
Oh shit!
game.
I was just at a basketball game this morning for Sophie.
Right.
Because that's my favorite part about it is everybody's like, well, Sophie's still playing basketball. What does that mean? You know, like girls can't play basketball. Like, well, she can spiral a football. What does it mean? You know,
Right.
doesn't mean shit.
Hold on, but at the
But at the
basketball.
basketball game this morning, oh, this basketball game was lit.
Her
5-year-old basketball
her
game.
biological dad coaches.
Bio dad.
Does
So
he coaches
normally-
the team?
No, he's not the coach. He's not the coach. We don't like bio dad. Okay, we don't like.
We don't
let's
like
all
him.
get on the same page with this.
We don't fuck with him.
We don't fuck with bio dad.
We don't
okay?
fuck with bio dad.
No, I'm Mav dad. He's bio dad.
He
we
bio
don't fuck
dad.
with bio dad.
Right.
But bio dad was subbing in for the coach today. Which normally sitting in a room with him sucks anyway, but today I had to stare at his fucking ass across the court the whole time. So I walked in just thinking like I'm just gonna cheer on a bunch of 5-year-olds double dribbling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Walking.
Yeah.
What else they doing?
'Cause that's what they do.
Fouling, shooting in the wrong hoop.
Right.
I don't know why I said it like that.
Kid shit.
Kid shit.
Right.
And he would be down the bleachers. I wouldn't even have to look at him. Just a few stank ass faces every now and again, like, you know. But this fool was all up in the game. I had to watch him the entire time. So instead of just being like, yeah, good try, Sophie, I was like, get your cherry picking ass down there, do a 3-2-2, come on.
Yeah.
You know?
Formations.
I had to get them in formation. It was hard. And then I would be like watching them play, like clapping, and then I'd just be like, you know, just throwing looks at him. I don't fuck with him.
Because that
He's
was
a
the
little
real
bitch.
game. Y'all was
That was the
competing.
real
Y'all
game.
was competition.
That
right
was the
there.
real game.
Does the baby father like you?
Nah, he doesn't. Would you like me? Look at me. Your hot model, Playboy model wife left you and is now with this? I'm sorry. I would hate me.
Yeah.
I would hate me.
No.
He's got a banging ass wife now, though. He's got a banging ass. He's doing fine, but he still hate me.
You think he intimidated a little bit?
I think he's intimidated. He's short.
I don't know.
He's short.
He's short.
I know he got a little dick. That's all it's about.
But you don't need a dick though. Remember?
You don't even need a dick. But
So
he got a
it
little
don't matter.
one.
If you
He
got a little
knows-
dick, just remember you don't need it.
You don't need it. You need that little dick. You got 10 dick sticks right here. All right? Get it.
Bring them out.
Bring them out.
Get that horse. Get them cough drops.
And
too.
man, yours are thick, man. You probably only need 1 to my 2. You know what I'm saying? The
That's
ratio. It's a 2-to-1 ratio.
That's facts.
You
That's
good.
True. That's true.
All right, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm
we
gonna
can
give you
leave
a
you on
little. I'm gonna leave you on dick, but I'm gonna leave you on this. The best dick stick you got.
The best dick
The
stick?
best
You know what I
is
mean?
the thumb.
Talk the thumb?
I'm just gonna leave you on that. The
Hold
thumb.
on.
That's the best one.
You ain't never put me on the thumb.
Not in the butt. I'm just saying.
You talking about
use
all
it.
the other fingers, but you ain't
All
never talking
the
about the
fingers.
thumb though.
I didn't tell you about the thumb. Next time I'm gonna tell you
We're
about
gonna
the
talk
thumb.
about it in the back.
We're gonna talk about it in the back. Not in the back like that. Okay? Focus, people. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
having
guys.
us.
You
It's a
guys were
blast.
great. Appreciate you guys.
Matt Viola, Anthony Deo.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Bio Hello, Dad. Coming soon to a theater near you, starring Pauly Shore. That's a fake laugh, Naomi, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Listeners, how do you think I make this love work? You got to give a fake laugh every now and then.
Well, makes me feel good inside if I...
Okay, guys, that's our episode.
Oh, before we go, of course, Sandy's Discount Coffins. Please don't ask why they're on discount.
I'm not going to fake laugh at that. Okay.
So there's a limit. There is a limit. Hey, guys, thank you so much for listening to the show. We are so psyched that you could join us today in your ears. And before we go, though, wonderful stuff to tell you about. You can find us on Twitter. The show is at Naomi and Andy on Twitter. We are individually on Twitter at Andy Beckerman and at Blacktress.
Yes, you can hit us up on Instagram at Couples Therapy Pod. You can also visit couplestherapypod.com to get all the info on upcoming shows and merch.
Oh, yeah. Two great things. One, we're going to be in New York at Union Hall on September 17th. You can get tickets at the CS Live part on the website. And also, I love these shirts. There is a shirt for our what would you call it, motto or catchphrase?
Our tagline, our life-affirming motto.
Open your hearts, loosen your butts, and you can get that on the website under store. Anything else? Rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts. You can also subscribe to it on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcast from. Anything else, Naomi?
No, I think that's it. See you guys later. Bye.
Couples therapy. Couples therapy.
Hey, Matt. What's up, Joel? Money is a boring topic, right? Typically, that's true, but we're all about changing that stereotype. That's why we started this podcast, How to Money. No doubt. Too many people avoid talking about money issues, to their detriment. So whether you have no idea what a credit score is, or you're thinking about investing in the stock market or real estate, check out our show.
Every week we have money conversations that matter to help smooth your path to making better financial decisions.
Be sure to listen and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Just search for How to Money.